All right, and now we're going to make the third visualization. This is actually a bubble chart, and I'm going to have you do a little bit more of this one on your own using what you learned in the first two. So I'm not going to show you everything step by step, but I have some hints here, and I'll show you a couple of hints in this video. So first of all, you're going to replicate this bubble sheet. So it's called a bubble graph, as closely as you can. So these are the top 200 selling music singles of all time. The x-axis, which is your bottom axis, is the year that it was released. So you can see kind of the time frame. And then your y-axis, which is the side, is how many singles were sold in millions. So 5 to 55, all right? Then it's also organized by genre. So you have different colors for different kinds of music, and when you scroll over it, you get the title of the song, the genre, the artist, when it was released, whether it was physical or digital, and how many it sold. This also has a feature where you can click on the different genres and kind of explore when things happen. So gospel, folk, obviously mostly in the 70s, country, more recent, easy listening, more in the past, R&B, musical movie, disco, obviously in the 70s, hip hop and rap, obviously from the 2000s on, pop Latin, rock, which kind of had its heyday in the 60s and 70s, pop, and then Christmas albums. So you're gonna replicate this as close as you can. All right, so you're going to use this spreadsheet here, and it's organized. The first column is the artist, the second is the single, the name of it, when it was released, the sales, the type, and then the genre is your last column. And kind of understanding the columns and how you want to visualize them is the key to doing this one. All right. Let me show you what this looks like. Again, you'll just do the same thing you did already. You'll make a copy. You have to export it as a CSV file. And then you're loading it into Flourish. So you're going to go into Flourish, select the bubble chart. You're going to get rid of whatever is already there. And just let me show you a little bit about the data here. All right, so this is what it looks like when you get the right columns in. And really the key to this is selecting the columns to visualize. So this thing on the right. So once you get your data in there, that's really key. So the X is your X values, that's your bottom, and that's you want that to be the year. That's the timeline is going to cross the bottom. So you want the column that goes with your year. The Y value, again, is on the left-hand side. You want that to be the sales, so that's going to be your column. The name of the song is column B. The color, what's going to make the color is the genre. All right, that's what's going to make those different colors. The size of the bubble, how big it is, right, is going to be the sales. The bigger the bubble, the more albums are sold. Okay. And then you're going to have the info that you want in your pop-ups. So these are the artist, the year it was released, and the type. So that's where you're going to put those. All right. And then you're going to go into preview, and you're going to play around with these a little bit. You want to make sure you have a legend, which is this top part here, and that would be under here. You want to make sure you have an X and a Y axis label. So you want along the bottom, you want the year so people can read it. Along the Y, you want sales in millions. So you're going to play with these. You can add headers and footers. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine, but it should represent the same thing. It should have all the title, the labels. It should be set up on the XY axis like this, and each of the genres should have a different color. So try to do it. Try to replicate mine as close as you can, And then when you're done, you export, publish, and you're going to save that link that you're going to send me in an email. So just go ahead and when you do that, make sure you look at the instructions here. It's kind of what I've outlined, and you should be able to take a good run at this.